Are you of a certain age, and I mean over 50, wondering if sex will have to stop once you've reached your golden years? Would you like to stay sexually fit and have more and better sex as you age? Then you don't want to miss this. Hi, I am Dr. Tandy, the sex doctor, board certified clinical sexologist, and your most trusted, honest, and fun sexpert on this platform. Welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. We are a worldwide sex-positive and growing community of folks that enjoy learning and talking about all things sexual health and human sexuality without taboos, judgment, or shame. If you have questions about sex, I have answers, so leave them in the comment section below. You can also become a member of the Sex Curious or Sex Intelligent Club and have access to exclusive content. Good things happen to those who subscribe. Thanks. Now, let's get back to sex and aging, shall we? My motto is, sex does not have an expiration date. Contrary to what you have heard or even experienced, sex and intimacy do not have to stop when the calendar shows that you're getting older. Sex years are not dog years, you know. Yes, sex may go through changes as you age. However, the fun, excitement, joy, and pleasure of connecting to your sexuality and sharing it with someone do not have to stop. Let me tell you more about sex and aging. There is nothing wrong with expressing your sexuality, having pleasurable sexual activities, engaging in erotic encounters, enjoying the sexual pleasure of your own bodies, and pursuing sexual experiences as we get older. Regardless of our own beliefs and attitudes about getting older and sex, we all have the right to a healthy sex life throughout the lifespan. One of the limiting beliefs that prevent people from accessing their erotic potential as they get older is that when we think about sex, most people instantly think about penetrative sex or a hard penis in a vagina between heterosexual, able-bodied adults. Therefore, in order to accomplish that, penises have to be ever erect, vaginas ever wet, and bodies free of deformity or disease. And although we can age gracefully and to the best of our abilities if we take care of our health and lifestyle, aging comes with a set of challenges that are inevitable if we are lucky enough to celebrate more years. Some of the big challenges that prevent us from feeling sexy and expressing our sexuality as we age are, to start, sex in general is a taboo topic, and we don't talk about it. There's so much stigma, judgment, shame, and guilt around sex, although it is a perfectly natural and normal part of the human experience. Also, we only see negative depictions of older people having sex in the media, and it is often expressed with disgust, and we internalize that. We learn to have a negative attitude about sex in general, but especially about sex among older people. Additionally, there are many myths about older people and sex, such as that people stop wanting sex as they age, or that they should not or are not able to engage in sexual activity, which is definitely not true. I know that it's not true for me. We also idealize youth and beauty as a society, and we have internalized and normalized that aging is ugly and not sexy. But that is so far from the truth. Among other things, obviously, that we believe and that we go by, unfortunately, that prevent us from having bountiful and beautiful sex lives into our golden years. While the frequency and ability to perform sexually might decline with age, research actually shows that the majority of men and women between the ages of 50 and 80 years old are still happily and enthusiastically continuing to have sexually active lifestyles. Most importantly, the health benefits of sexual activity do not diminish with age, quite the opposite. As people retire and have more disposable time, for instance, and have more experience and knowledge, sex might be something that they enjoy more of and more and more and more as time goes by. Sex continues to have the many health benefits across the lifespan, including, but not limited to, that sex minimizes the risk of urinary incontinence, sex improves mood and sleep, sex may lower the risk of prostate cancer, sex is good for cardiovascular health, sex diminishes atrophy of the prostate and vagina and other muscles and ligaments in the pelvic region, and sex is so much fun. Here are some of the sex and aging fitness tips so you can enjoy sex throughout the golden years. Stay metabolically healthy. Your metabolic health will be reflected in your sexual function and ability. Prevention is your best tool, but if you have any issues with your waist, circumference, and visceral fat, high cholesterol and triglycerides, high blood pressure, prediabetes, or diabetes, it is time to make adjustments to treat, control, or correct the course. Stay active and fit. Tied with what I said before, if you exercise, including strength training and cardio, you will be in a better position to access the power of your sex hormones. It is good for your body and brain. You will have more endurance, flexibility, and power, and more motivation to engage in sex. If you feel good and look good, you will be more comfortable with intimacy and sex in general. Eat right. There are foods that not only keep you healthy, but that also make your sexual function better. Some of these foods are dark chocolate, watermelon, bananas, avocado, nuts, fatty fish, leafy greens, beets, berries, among others. In other words, anti-inflammatory foods. Sleep. If you suffer from sleep disturbances such as insomnia and sleep apnea, your sex life will tank. Practice good sleep hygiene. If you have any sustained problems with your sleep, consult with your physician and discuss your options. A well-rested body is a sexual body. Minimize and manage your stress. Stress is a sexual function and joy killer. A stressed body and mind cannot enjoy sex. Take care of your mental health. Depression, anxiety, and other mood disorders make it hard to have good sexual interactions and experiences. Seek help or adhere to a lifestyle and treatment that can help you manage. And finally, continue to learn about your body and sex. Information about sexually transmitted infections, what they are and how they spread, continues to be essential for all adults who want to have sex, especially when dating with new or non-monogamous relationships. Consent continues to be important. Just because you have been with a person for a long time does not mean that consent is guaranteed. Communicate constantly, make boundaries clear, respect them, and always express enthusiastic consent and ask for it. If consent is not clear or you receive a note, don't pressure. Older people in relationships or not can use sex toys and objects for sexual stimulation, whether it is with solo sex or with sexual partners. Proper lubrication is essential, especially as we age. Use condoms. You're never too old to wear a hat for the party, especially for anal penetration, and definitely if you are in a non-sexually exclusive situation, wear condoms for your protection. And be careful with mixing alcohol and drugs with sex. Use your clear judgment and allow yourself to really get immersed in the experience and feel your sexual pleasure without any limitations. Many of us get more confident as we age, so expressing our sexual and intimacy needs and wants in an assertive way may become more natural as we get older, which makes sex better. Communication is really key when it comes to having amazing sex. Expressing our desires without inhibitions and letting our imagination and creativity run free to create and explore the erotic experiences that elevate us and keep us satisfied and wanting more are the things that make sex great. In matters of sex, do not repress, express. So there you have it. If you want to enjoy sex, you are in your right to do so until your last breath. I know that for me, I want my last breath to be an orgasm. What do you think? If you're an older adult, how do you stay sexually active? How has sex changed as you age? Leave your comments below. This is Dr. Tanji, the Sex Doctor, and I'll see you next time.